in this time. Good evening, everyone. I'm just waiting for Chris to join us. I'll give him a couple of seconds before I start, and then maybe he will join us shortly thereafter. But please bear with me on this. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and start the music. I really don't like anybody waiting, or I don't like to start late. So I'll just go ahead and start the music now. Thank you for joining us. This is Paula from Meeting of the Minds of South Florida. This one goes out to the man worldwide. Let them know that very someone is definitely here to spread love for love. Love for the world and love for the nation. Yeah. A little bit of love in every single thing. A little bit of love is better than Jamaica. I want a little bit of love in America. Let them know. Take time today. Where are you? Chris, where are you? Chris is here, everyone. Thank you for being so patient. You're tuned into Meeting of the Minds of South Florida with Paula and Chris on Excitement Radio. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Meeting of the Minds of South Florida. I am Paula. Chris, I can't hear you. You can hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, but I can't hear you for some reason. Um, Sorry we're having technical difficulties. I'm not sure why I can't hear Chris. Can you hear me, Chris? I can't hear you at all. No, I can see your lips moving, but I can't hear you. I can't hear Chris. I can't hear anything. No, I can see your lips. Chris, I can't hear you at all. Can you put on your headsets? Chris, I can't hear you at all. Can you put on your headsets? I'm not hearing you. So, everyone, sorry for the technical difficulties and the delay. I am Paula from Meeting of the Minds of South Florida. That's my business partner, which is Mr. Chris Hickman. One of the things that we're going to talk about is my journey to how can I say, my journey of recovery to wellness. But before we start, I would like to just give a little bit of what Meeting of the Minds of South Florida is all about. Meeting of the Minds of South Florida is a platform of many topics with the focus of substance abuse and mental health. And some of the things that we have planned, like we have a fundraiser selling T-shirts. What our goal is, some of our goals is to give back to the community. Like school is closing, it's going to reopen. We want to do a book bag drive. We want to sponsor a couple of families for Thanksgiving, for a complete Thanksgiving dinner, with from the meats to the sides to the drinks to the desserts. We also want to sponsor families for Christmas with the same type of meals, as well as giving them, family gifts that they need and want. Our ultimate goals is, because Chris is from Broward County, I am from Dade County, so we have to service both counties. And our ultimate goals is to have transitional houses. If some of you heard us speak before, we're really passionate about substance abuse and mental health and women in recovery. So we want to have transitional houses with a year program for the ladies with children. And we eventually want to launch over to having men to service men as well. So those are our just a few of our ultimate goals. We're working with funders to sponsor us with the housing program. We're partnering with different people in the community. So this is the reason that we're doing a 15-day T-shirt campaign. I will post everything after the show. A couple of things that I want to discuss. I want to recognize a couple of businesses in the community. I'm not going to say small businesses, because my prayer for those businesses that I'm going to mention, I pray they become multi-billionaire business. I don't put small on anything that I say or do. I'm going to reach for the top. So that's just what it is. Now, to add to that, the people that I'm going to speak about, They don't even know I'm recognizing them. These are people that were in the community. I either went to school with them, or I know them, or I had a conversation with them before, and we're Facebook friends. So first, I want to start with Teresa Brown, who's well known for her slamming salmon burgers. She'll be at a pop-up shop in Miami Gardens this Sunday, the 28th. Remember, I will post anybody that I mention. I will post their information at the end of the show, and just in case you guys want to support. I know you can't support every business, but what you can do, stop by their page, give them a nice word of encouragement, because I'm happy for them like it's me. So that was Teresa Brown. Teresa Brown's wife, May Rain. Please check out her website, mayrain.com. The candle that I'm going to purchase from her, for whatever reason, I was attracted to the King candle. She's also a wonderful woman with a beautiful soul that resonates through her poetry. She's a poet. She had May had the honors of performing for Ludacris and his wife in a private setting for Valentine's Day, and they had the honors of having her perform for them. My classmate, my Facebook friend, the coolest mom ever, Felicia Essex James. Check out her website, She Rooted Essentials for Your Natural Hair Products. Now, to go back to Teresa, I've never eaten her burgers, her salmon burgers, but I heard people rant and rave about them. I'm not a salmon person, so that's the only reason I haven't tried it. So that was for Teresa. Um, Passion Roosevelt, please, has a short film that will premiere on YouTube March the 7th at 7 p.m. titled Mother May I. Go over to her YouTube channel, like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the premiere. I hope I'm not pronouncing her name wrong. Odania Miller, who's also a writer, and if I'm not mistaken, she's into productions. Check out her books on Amazon. I know one of them is, I think, is it Gush or Gush? I think it's Gush. I don't want to mispronounce anything or disrespect anybody, but check out her books on Amazon. I'm gonna post the links to those books, as well as look out for her and her upcoming projects. You could check out conceitedclothing.com. And for anyone that's in the health information field, please check out the book 10 Vital Steps to Enhance Your Health Information Technology Career by Dorian Rozier. Shavana Booker has a fantastic world travel. She graduated from Norland. So check out her as well. And one other, he's my brother from another mother. Check out The Garden. I'll post everything in Fort Lauderdale off of 441 in Commercial. Barris Hammond is going, I believe Barris is in Jamaica, and he's going to stream live in Jamaica. So I just wanted to recognize those businesses. Stop by their page. If you could support them, support them. If you could support Meeting of the Minds on with their t-shirt drive, we will be more than happy. But if you can't, it's okay. It's understandable with the times we're in. So now to get onto the show. Chris, can you say something so I can hear you? Okay, so I can't hear you. Give me a second. Talk, Chris. So no, can you do it from your phone, because I can't hear you and I'm watching you live on Facebook and nobody can hear you. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give a disclaimer. I am not a physician by all means. Chris and I are not physicians. Um, I am telling you my personal journey. This is based on Paulla. This is not based on anyone else. In this process that I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you my experience over the last 4 weeks and what I have gone through physically. I do want to say I am not going to say certain things and use certain terms because of censoring purpose. I'm going to be very transparent about that. So, with that being said, if you are feeling bad for any type of illness, please contact your physician. I am speaking with you based on what works for Paula. Only Paula. So, I'm going to hello? Say something, Chris?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
So I am going to, and we apologize for the technical difficulties. So I am going to explain my journey. I got a call and I was told that there was a possibility that I needed to quarantine. So I said, okay. I contacted every individual that I needed to speak with. Now, me, I am asthmatic, so I am one of the individuals that have um underlying issues. I have been all my life. So I contact everybody. I am feeling well. I was feeling perfectly fine. But I know the protocols, and out of respect to myself and others, I quarantined. And I contacted everybody that needed to be contacted. But in the meantime, um, a day later, in black and white, it deemed that I actually needed to quarantine. It was mandatory for me to quarantine, shall I say. So I'm still feeling well and everything is okay. And the reason I'm sharing this to you because I see a lot of stuff on Facebook about this issue. But I can't use terms and I won't use terms because of censoring, problems. So on my 6th day out, um, I'm feeling, and I'm getting calls, checking on me. On my 5th day out, I'm having every symptom there is on the list. Every symptom there is, I'm having. So I got a call from Dr. Michelle Powell. Thank you from Powell Health Solutions, who we've also built a relationship with through Meeting of the Minds. So I got a call for her to check on me, and she listened to me, and she said, "Listen to me. I hear some bronchial. You're asthmatic, right?" And I said, "Yes." She said, "I need to take care of the asthma." And we had further conversations. Now, I want to tell everybody, contact your physician because this is what worked for me. And she happened to be my physician and someone I work with personally. So she recognized the breathing and the wheezing, but I'm still feeling I'm feeling everything in the book. So in my process of her, because she has to, prescribe me medication for my um asthma, I had to do a televisit with her to follow procedures and protocol. I did my televisit with her and I shared with her, listen, I have dreams. My dreams are normally fun dreams, money dreams, number dreams. I'm jumping off of a cliff or skydiving. Those are the dreams I have. Fun, adventurous dreams. I said, but I am having weird dreams that I've never experienced and almost seem like crazy out of body experience dreams. So she said to me, I need you to get up immediately. I need to take your temperature. Well, for those of you know about fevers, high fevers can cause confusion. Again, I'm not a physician, but high fevers can cause confusion and hallucinations. What
Yep.
I wasn't confused, but I was actually having hallucinations. And we know hallucinations could be provoked by mental health, underlying mental health issues,
Mm.
drug use, many things, but fever is one of them. Well, my fever fit the criteria for hallucinations. Now that part was frightening to me, but what I needed to do was break my fever to get in to to get it under control. And in the meantime, now I'm working on my symptoms that attacks the upper respiratory system, as well as my underlying issues with the upper respiratory system because I'm asthmatic. And not only that, I have to watch my fever. I was advised if I could not breathe or the fever did not break, I had to test my temperature, I think every 30 minutes to an hour. If the fever did not break, that I needed to call 911, not drive, nobody take me, 911. So what I did, I worked on my temperature. I did what worked for me, cold showers, a lot of fluids, but I had to be mindful of drinking a lot of cold fluids because when you're asthmatic and cold things, it causes mucus to build up as well as dairy products to have the mucus to build up. And so what I had to do is break my temperature with room temperature water, take a lot of cold showers. Well, thank God my temperature broke. I didn't have to. But now I'm finding two issues that's attacking my upper respiratory system. For those of you that ever, if you ever had asthma, bronchitis, or any breathing issue, any pulmonary issues, you understand going what I was going through. Now, one of the symptoms is pneumonia. So now I have to make sure I keep my breathing under control, my lungs clear because of upper respiratory underlying issues that I have. So in the process, I had to I couldn't sleep laying down. I had to sit up, and it was hard. It was really, really hard, but I needed to keep my lungs clear. Now, I'm going to share with you. There was, I called my Aunt Val, I called my cousin Shavana, and I talked to them. And they, said something to me. And I'm like, oh, I remember I saved the video. Well, lo and behold, the video was removed from all social media platforms. So what worked for me? Now, I've had asthma attacks in the past where I will go to the hospital for treatments 2 to 3 times a week, along with my medication and my two asthma pumps that I have at home. And I'm going to tell you, this what worked for me. Please contact your physician by all means. Chris and I are not physicians, but I am being transparent with you guys because I share stuff on social. I was still sharing things on social media when I had the energy, but people were asking me, "You're not taking pictures. You didn't do one of the shows," and I did do the show last week, and it took every ounce of strength out of me. That the next day I slept all day. But I do want to explain what I did. So what I did was I had orange pills, lemon pills, and lime pills and salt. I put it in a pot, boiled it with hot water, and I covered the pot. For me, I use the teapot, the old-fashioned teapot with the whistle and the little nozzle, the steam. And I turned, be careful because the steam is hot. I turned it away from me, covered with a towel, covered my head with a towel, and I breathed in through my nose and out through my mouth. And I did this every 30 minutes because I have underlying issues with my asthma. So that is what I did. And I steamed. And I am going to tell you, I did not have to go to the hospital for any asthma treatments. I did not have to go to the hospital for anything. But I did keep in contact with my physician um, because, again, I have underlying issues. So I had to keep in contact with my physician, and she wanted to make sure that my lungs stayed clear. But I am telling you, um, I, even though this story is about me, I and a couple of other people in my family members did the same process. And what it does, and you can also have somebody to lightly beat on your in your lung area on your back as if you're a baby, like they're burping you. What this does, it helps breaks up the mucus so it doesn't settle in your lungs. Fortunately, mine was not because a lot of people have yellow, green, whatever color, but my mucus was clear. In my process, I took a lot of vitamins. I boiled a lot of tea. So anybody that knows asthma, hot stuff is better than cold stuff. I am a person that always have a cup of ice in my car, but I had to drink a lot of hot teas. I did a lot of natural teas. I did ginger root. I did ginger root with turmeric in it. Those are different things that I did. I'm a person that loves tea with cream and milk. I had to eliminate that. And me being asthma, dairy products should not be my friend anyway. But through this process, this is what I did. I am not 100%. Before this took place, I decided to start, a healthy journey with my life. I bought exercise equipment that I could do home anytime I want to. And I also was eliminating pork and beef. But this is a personal journey that I was on because I want to take more of, with the help of a holistic professional, I want to take more of a holistic approach to. So I was in the process of doing this anyway, but this prompted me more. So in this process, I was you really can't eat solid foods. I am not a soup person. I don't drink soup. This is my personal opinion. It reminds me of dirty water. I'm sorry, but I don't drink soup. I had to learn to drink broth during this process. But what I also did as a meal, I learned to juice. Every morning I would have, just so I wouldn't be hungry and I'm giving my body some nutrients, I would have not a smoothie. I would do kale,
Mhm.
spinach, and carrots with ginger root. I needed a little flavor to adjust, so I would put a crystal light in it, just a half of a crystal light, just to give me flavor, and I would add a little water in it. But that is what I did. And my whole time doing this process, even though I wasn't doing my best, I felt better with the natural juices and things. It's going to be a process. It's going to be a journey for me. But this is just something that I choose to do. My skin is even getting better. I felt better about, inside. And a lot of things that were hurting me before is not, because I'm taking the natural approach to this. I am being transparent about this because I have everybody to come on here and share their journey, whether it's their professional or it's their personal journey. And if this is that type of platform, I want to be transparent with all of you. I'm human. I am human, and I am going to tell you that there was a couple of times I thought I was Fred Sanford, and I was saying, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. There really was, because breathing, when you're talking about your upper respiratory system, there is I can't describe it, but I am doing better. I'm not 100%. I went from exercising to an hour and a half at night. I am now, and I know people are saying, well, that's not much, but I only could do what I'm doing. I'm up to not an hour. I'm sorry. I'm up to 15 minutes. I started off with 5. I'm up to 15 minutes. Um, in black and white. I am okay. I am okay to come out of quarantine. But because of my asthma, I have decided to, not go to a lot of meetings and functions to Zoom. So I have decided to kind of lay low until I'm 100. Now, I do know somebody that was in the one person that was in the process of steaming that didn't do the steaming and they're still not doing well. So, this is my journey, my personal belief that the steaming is helpful. I even saw a video after a young lady was saying that her uncle called her and told her to get a water bottle and mist her face. And she would mist her face, and he told her to just get a blow dryer, put it on warm, and just blow dry her face around her nostril areas because it's airborne. And this is where it, one of the places it attacks. So this is why the steaming and the breathing is very important. If you just run it by your doctor, because I don't know if a lot of you know, back in the days when I was growing up, my grandma Mima, we did a lot of home remedies and we turned out fine. And we didn't frequent the doctor. I'm not saying don't go to the doctor. If you need to, by all means, because I'm not a physician. But we did not go to the doctor every 5 seconds. Those home remedies that we used to do, they literally still work. Research for yourself. Research these things. Ask questions. Share it with your physician. And I want to say, this is what prompted me. I had to go back and find it because I said these quotes in a previous episode we did about natural juicing. The best doctors give the least medicine, said Benjamin Franklin. While Michael Pollan feels the doctor of the future will no longer treat the human frame with drugs, but rather will cure and prevent disease and nutrition. And that is the approach that I am starting to take. Because eventually I am going to work with a holistic professional. I am going to also work with my physician to do a full panel of blood work because there has been a time where I didn't have an asthma attack for maybe 3 years. So I know it has to be something that I can do. But I am researching with me and I'm working with professionals for me because I'm going to do a panel of blood work to find out what I am allergic to. And I know a lot of things that I may love, I'm allergic to. But if it's going to give me longevity in life, I need to eliminate those things out of my life with the possibility because otherwise I'm healthy. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have I'm not diabetic. I want to eliminate the possibility of having to depend on two asthma pumps, one for maintenance and one for if I start to feel tightness in my chest. So I do know that healthy eating will change a lot of things. Certain natural things that you could include into your everyday diet, elderberry, turmeric, that will help with. A lot of us have knee pains and aches. I'm not a physician. I did research. I work with a holistic professional as well as a physician. So I am doing my own personal journey and I wanted to share it with you that there's a lot of natural things. It may not even be this year. It may not be next year. But my ultimate goal that I am working on is to become vegan. It's healthier for me. I have a 21-year-old that I want to see finish college in the next year or two. I literally want to see her, have kids if that's what she chooses. And I want to see my granddaughter graduate in the next year from high school and then go on to college and build her own life and see what she becomes. But in this process, I need to take care of me. And going through what I've gone through and feeling the way that I felt has prompted me that I need to be healthier for me. I follow Felicia X James, where she has given advice about certain foods, and I believe they are vegan or vegetarian. So I have a list of things that I want to try. I also follow Tabitha Brown, which is also an internet sensation that she's vegan in her family. So I've been researching this thing. I'm not telling anybody to turn vegan or become vegan. But if you have upper respiratory issues, steaming is one of the best things you can do to keep down the inflammation in your pulmonary system. I have a niece, Kenya Price, that's I always forget this. She's a what do you call that with the lungs? When the therapist Hickman, I couldn't think of it last week.
They do
They deal with the breathing,
respiratory.
respiratory
Respiratory.
therapist.
Yeah.
You know, so I have, thank God, I have a group of people around me that I could. I have a sister, two sisters as nurses that I can, consult with, as well as doctors. I have a friend that's a pharmacist. That I also ask when it comes to having the right vitamins for my age. So that is my journey back to wellness, recovery and wellness. In my process, I forgot to mention my equilibrium was off.
Mm.
There were times I couldn't walk. Like, it was really, really an experience for me. To get up to take a shower, I literally had to prep myself mentally to get up and take a shower. And it took me like an hour because remember, I'm off balance, completely off balance. When I tell you this um respiratory issue knocked me off my feet, it literally knocked me off my feet. And at the end, um, you know, closer to the end, I'm feeling a little better. I'm still in quarantine, but I did take drives by myself, listen to music. And let me tell you, life looked different. And I'm a person, you could ask Hickman. I make the best of everything.
Hmm.
I make the best of the worst. But life looked different. I remember driving and it was raining. I pulled over in a parking lot and I took a picture of the rain outside and I sent it to my Aunt Val. And I told her the rain is so pretty. It's like you and I'm a nature person. I love the beach. I love outdoors. Um, but it just looked really, really, really different to me. And I'm very appreciative. But this, I appreciate everything that comes my way. Life happens, I appreciate it because guess what? I still have life to appreciate it. Not everybody has life to appreciate it, and not everybody can talk about and are able, and everybody didn't make it to share their story. But I am grateful with my families, my friends, my physicians, and all of the professionals that dropped off stuff to my house, that checked on me. And I am grateful for the call, the love text, and everything. And I really don't can't explain how I feel. It's like overwhelming to me to know that I was granted, and I'm going to be honest, I was granted more time on this earth. I'm very appreciative to God. And so those things for me, I am going to and I reiterate, steaming is good for anybody that is asthmatic. I am not a physician. Consult with your physician. Research the benefits of steaming. Research the benefits of steaming. And I'm going to get a little graphic. Why can't you steam breathing when you have us women that does the what is it, the yoni steaming? You have the same effect. No, don't laugh at me. No, it's purifying and we're cleaning the system. It has the same effect.
I
It's
know. I
different
just
elements that they're using. Like, I'm being 100
I
because
know
people are gonna question. Oh, steaming. Yes, they do that because they want to bring out the impurities in their body.
everything.
So at the same time, you can do the steaming for your upper respiratory system. You do it for the bottom system, you can do it for
Do
the
it for the
top.
top.
It's just simple as that. You can do it for the bottom, you can do it for the top. And speaking of that, on March the 25th, I'm going to have a nurse practitioner to come on and speak. She's from the Virgin Islands. She's going to come on and she's going to talk about vaginal health. I am also going to find someone, you're going to be there. I am also going to
Oh,
find someone to speak with health with men with pH levels, because there are times that you hear, oh, men talk about the women, but let me tell you, bro, we need to balance the men and the pH level as well.
I mean,
We need to stop being so critical of each other, and just know that we need to take care of us, and men need to take care of them. Because you men always want to blame the woman when pH balancing off, and it's not always the woman.
I'm not gonna say that, because there are a lot of men now who, the older you get, your levels start to drop. There's a lot of natural supplements men can start taking. But going back to what you said earlier, instead of buying like supplements that they have like one in there, sometimes it's better to go get the source. I've done a lot of research being a bodybuilder, and sometimes, like you said, it's good to have the elderberry and not get something that's mixed with other things, because you may have a multivitamin that's mixed with a whole bunch of stuff, and your body's not getting the full quantity that it needs. So sometimes you buy the individual supplements and do your research. Everybody's body is going to be affected different, and the steaming, you're all right. If you steam the top, steam the bottom. But for a lot of men, as the older you get, there's a lot of things you can do to prolong, even working out, healthy eating, less fast food, because a lot of guys don't realize your diet can crash your testosterone. And when your testosterone crashes, your estrogen level, yes, men have estrogen, it goes up. And that's when you have like man boobs. We call those middies. And a lot of times guys wonder why they're sleeping more. They had going into states of depression. They say guys, the older they get, they may go into, they have these new midlife crises, things like that. But a lot of it goes back to what we're talking about. Men you got to take care of yourself. And even that, fellas, get your blood work done. I had mine done a couple of weeks ago. There's some things, you got to just take a look at it, because you got to have a baseline to start it. And everybody, at some point, get your blood work done. My stuff came back good, but you got to have a good baseline.
I want to just acknowledge some people. Rosalind Arnold, she's like my sister-in-law, and she know what I mean. She said she did the blow dryer. We have Felicia Essex on here that said that so you guys can also go in and research on your own. We have Felicia Essex that said that she used the eucalyptus and sage.
Yep, that's another one.
I don't know what she used it for. What did you use it for, Felicia? Was it in the shower? Someone even recommended wheezing and having. You see, I still have the little gasping, wheezing and having mucus on the lungs. Drink room temperature Pepsi or Coke. You can do about that. I'm trying to get away from Coke, so I'm drinking like room temperature water. I have here, just in case, my hot tea. Because I'm talking, I have to pause. Oh, and in this process, I sweated a lot, because remember, I had to break that high fever. So what I did when I did that, I had to replace it. I had to use the sports drink to replace the electrolytes.
Pedialyte.
Yeah, and Pedialyte. I did have Pedialyte to replace the electrolytes back in my body. But to me, Pedialyte was a little sweet with my process that I was going through. Okay. So my taste was off. Everything even though the sports drink tastes like I was drinking salt water. But I know, because I had every side effect there was, I know that I had to intake it anyway, despite it, because my legs were cramping. Mm-hmm. It was a lot. And thank you, Rosie, for talking about our beautiful niece, respiratory therapist, Kenya. Thank you, Kay, for watching. Rosa said she know the feeling. Who else? Oh, Felicia said, okay, so let me tell you, Felicia, please check her out. I love her and her family. She's from She Rooted Essentials. She's the one I was saying, I think she's vegan. And please check her out, her natural hair products. But she also said that beer and alcohol, and I'm saying this to say because she's into, the natural stuff and stuff like that.
Ask Felicia, can she do something about this? Because I look kind of crazy on here. Look,
Felicia could hook you up.
Felicia said she can hook me up. I'm looking rough. Woo, I look like I got out of jail or something. I mean,
so Felicia said beer and alcohol can throw off a man's pH when you're intimate.
Yeah.
Off the woman's pH, and then they turn around and blame it on you. Nah, bro.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes back to another fact. I mean, a lot of guys, like I say, when you start drinking, your testosterone, a lot of that stuff gets crashed. And a lot of men don't be like, oh, I'm a tiger, I can do whatever. Nah, bro. Once you start getting up in age, you got to start watching what you're intaking. It's just like a car. You can't keep putting on that same 87 gas and if you're trying to be a 93. So your pH is going to be off.
Felicia said you can apple cider vinegar and crushed garlic daily. I
Yep.
know crushed garlic decreases hypertension. The comment, what is that for? Another thing that I wanted to say, someone made me, I'm gonna say a concoction from the islands, Jamaica, but it had garlic and onion, and I have to find out. And I also took that, you know, to I'm going for the natural things, you know. I'm still under physician because remember I'm not a physician, but
Right.
my goal is to transition and remember.
Two.
Michael Pollan, the doctor of the future, I have to repeat this, will no longer treat the human frame with drugs, but rather will cure and prevent disease with nutrition. And that is the thing that we and our community need to turn to. I love fried foods. I love pork. I love beef. So in my process that I started before with I was taking it away. I literally tried to eat a burger and it literally cramped my stomach. So I know I'm on the right path.
Oh.
Right now I'm eating fish, chicken, well, seafood and chicken is basically, you know, what I'm eating. I'm not a turkey person, but I am adapting to ground turkey.
That's some good stuff.
Turkey, like I do turkey meatballs now, turkey tacos.
Okay.
I'm transitioning. I don't like it, but I'm transitioning because I know it's better for me.
Healthy.
And then before, you know, my little episode with the upper respiratory and being documented that I need to quarantine, I lost 7 pounds. But in this process, I lost 13 pounds. So I lost a total of 20 pounds. I feel better. I want to continue my journey because I like the way I feel. I like the way my skin looks. When I touch my skin, because I've been intaking a lot of water, I feel better. You know, I just feel totally much better. Again, Christopher and I are not physicians.
No.
So by all means, I have to keep saying this because we have the tendency as people to take little bits and pieces of what we want, not the before, not the after, but we take that small piece and run with it, and we don't say what came before and what came after. So I have to reiterate, I am not a physician. I didn't use certain terms in this, so I wouldn't be censored or muted. So I would be able to share with you my journey. Oh, Felicia said, when I said nah, bro. She also suggested magnesium for cramps. They have topical spray and tablets. Okay, so Rosalind Arnold, she has you know, and I'm telling you, people don't know that I'm even doing this. Rosalind Arnold sells accessory purses and shoes and headbands. So I'm going to inbox her. Rosalind, if you're still watching, inbox me your information so I can add that to my support these local businesses. Please support them. We can grow them as a community to multi-million businesses. But I'm going to be honest because Chris and I are trying to get our business in the right frame. In this process, I must say to you, that's mine. In this process, I must say, sorry about that. In this process, I must say to you, we as business owners, we don't have to let people push over us, but we do need to be mindful of customer service because when we go somewhere else and we're not satisfied, we either want that person to compensate us somehow to replace whatever we're not satisfied for. So be mindful in this business. A person will say, okay, I went to whatever business and they gave me a refund and they said I can have a free meal or I could get a discount. So the same things that a lot of other business do, we need to learn to do. I know Walmart is a multi-billion business, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I ordered something, a piece was missing. They didn't have it anymore. They told me to keep it. They referred me to a place that will give me the piece, and they refunded me. Because guess what? You think I will order from that company again? It was a company that Walmart sponsored. Yes, I will, because they went that extra step. And what that did, I even referred somebody to get a little, I think a Mercedes car for their little one from that company because of the customer service. Yes, a part was missing, but I didn't want anything else. So we just have to be mindful. And we also have to be mindful you have people that will take advantage of the system. But we're adults, we're smart, we know how to weigh, our options to compensate. If you can't give them a refund or you can't switch out the product, offer them something. Because you know what? 9 times out of 10, they're gonna come back because of the customer service. So with that being said, when we're building our business to be multi-billion businesses, just think about customer service. We know people are hard to deal with, but think about customer service. You have anything to say, Chris?
Please, and I'm just saying this from our standpoint, don't always be asking.
Hi, Lynn, my sister. What do you
We
say?
gotta get out of the habit of asking for a discount. I mean, and that's the thing that kills me a lot of times. If you go to like a Chanel store, you go to, the mall,
It don't say clearance, which is rare.
you
You
go to
got
Macy's,
right.
Riches, you
Somebody made a post on social media,
don't
and
do that.
they said you would not buy that water for $1 from your friend because they won't give it to you for 50 cents.
50 cents.
So you'll go to that corner store and buy
About
that
for two.
water for $2. Come on, people, we got to do better with each other. Just
Exactly.
because it's our friend, just leave it to your friend or the business owner to say, "Hey, thanks for coming by." I remember when I was growing up, my uncle had a barbecue stand in the city. There are times when my uncle, we always went down there to be with him, but we also, my mom and my aunt Ann, we
Mhm.
also went down there to get food because guess what? We was going to buy food somewhere else. So we couldn't expect him to give us food every week when we go to spend time with him
Right.
so much. We supported him, and sometimes he would be to the position where he would say, "No, it's okay.
You
I
had
got
to
you
step.
tonight," or just pay for the sandwich,
Right.
and I'll give you some sides or some drinks. So you be mindful. Be mindful. I've never went to
Please.
Macy's and told them I
Let me
wanted.
get that on discount.
They told me what was on clearance. They told me if you get an
Take
extra
yourself back to that section.
and you either buy it or you don't, because somebody gonna buy it. So, and another thing I want to say, for those of us that are just starting a business, I was doing research. For some, it takes shorter time, 1 to 5 years to build a strong business. Anybody that I mentioned, or anybody that's building a business, please don't give up. Keep going. I'm going to say to you, if one door, I was listening to Steve Harvey, you just keep knocking on doors. Eventually, a door will open. Even if you don't get what you need or you thought you was going to get out of that door, whatever you got out that door, sorry, make use of it. Because guess what? That door is opening for a bigger door that God got for you.
Mhm.
So be mindful. Just be patient. It comes. You are going to get the brunt. I'm not going to even say the fight from the devil because I don't even give him
I go
any.
down there.
You are going to get, go through, because
Mhm.
that's what life is. Life is we go through. Fall down. Get back up. Brush off. If you see a sister or brother down, help them. Say, you got this. You got this. Don't give up. We need to expand in our community. We're a lot of us are gifted and talented. Put it to
Very.
you. It's scary, especially when you're used to working a 9 to 5. It is scary. But Steve Harvey said you gotta jump. If you don't jump, you will never know. He said, and I'm gonna see if I can find it. He even said that the parachute might open, but you're gonna get bruised up. But you're gonna get up. You're gonna be all right. The parachute might not open. But guess what? That is what it takes for success. Anything that comes easy, you have to question it. So I'm asking all the business owners that are listening to please hold on, keep up the good work. Just give each, if you can't support by purchasing items, just give each other a positive word.
And you know what else you can do too, P? Repost. Even when, let's say, somebody put something up, you may not be able to afford it, but repost it on your page.
Of
Just,
course,
just
it's
show love.
information.
And
And
that,
like I said, I've been going through these different things
mm,
on Facebook, and I notice there are people that I know. So why not repost and share? I get so excited as if it was my business.
because it's
I get
catapult.
so excited, like, yeah. So this is why
Network.
I'm encouraging everybody to repost. You don't have to know the person. Just share the information.
Mm,
Just share it. You know, you can research a person because I'm not going to just post somebody that I don't know.
right.
But I'm talking about people that's putting in the work.
That you know, just share it. If
Just
you
share
can't buy it, share it.
just share the information. See, Felicia said she needed it because she wanted to quit many times, and God will send a review from someone, yeah, or a person sows a seed. What did she say? Sows a seed into her business. I'm glad she hung in there. You have to. It gets hard because me and Chris, we are working on you know, revenue. A lot of things that Chris and I have done, this is coming out of our pocket. This is coming out of our pocket. Sponsors for some things. We are now in the process of making partnerships like Paul from the community. For those of you that know Paul Kendrick, he stopped me at the gas station and said, I want to partner with you to do the book bag. And Paul also has a landscaping business. I'll see if I can get his contact. And his family is well known for their famous barbecue. So, you know, people that you may not think people are listening, they are listening to you. It's okay to talk about your product. Felicia, push them products, baby girl. I see many, Rosalind, push your shoes. I see many people out here doing things, and then the next thing you say, grand open for the first boutique, grand open for the second boutique. Then they take the boutique to a different state. Listen, the sky is the limit. Do not sell yourself short. Do not question yourself. But I don't talk about religion and I don't talk about politics. Take your plans to God. Get closer to God. Let God guide you in your journey. The same thing, Felicia. Chris and I wanted to quit on this every minute I
Every
got.
week,
But
every week.
someone was always sent to me to tell me I couldn't. Chris was behind me. You can't. I have Chris' mom, Miss Glenda Hickman, Chris' wife, Norma. Hold on, baby. We're gonna be millionaires soon. But no, seriously. You know, so when you have a community of people with positivity to encourage you and to uplift you, to let you know it's going to be okay, that's the best thing. Sorry. That's the best thing in life.
Mm.
So, you know, we just need to stick together, continue to support each other, and always, you know, you may want to ask us a question about something. We may could refer you to somewhere. And another thing that Chris and I want to eventually do is to help individuals. Right now, from my understanding, the buses are still free. But if you needed a bus car, you may fall short. Your phone bill or your light bill, water bill. So this is what we are going to work. But we're going to have it that we you know, have a process you go through. But it's not going to be a tedious process where you have to tell us about your life from the beginning of time. If we help you with anything, we're helping you from the heart. I am not going to follow you because that is between you and God. We are going to help with good intentions and from the heart. It is up to you to do what you need to do, what deemed necessary. So
Mm.
that's another reason why we're doing fundraising. What I wanted to say is, I forgot to mention earlier, please go over to our YouTube channel, Meeting of the Minds of FLA. Please like, subscribe, share, turn on notifications. You can review some of the older episodes. You may want to share it with someone. Someone may need it because we have people over there in recovery. We have therapists that talk about depression, mental health. Kay Dodrell is also on there, and she's I love her. That's my adopted mom.
Mm.
I even got her drinking spinach smoothies sometime, and she used to hate it, but she used to drink it. So go, go subscribe, like, share, turn on the notifications. My website, our website is Meeting of the Minds of South Florida. It's still under construction, but it's operable. If you can't sponsor us, just being here listening to us is something great for me. So you can go under shop, and shop will take you to the link so you can view a couple of the shirts we have for sale. We're trying to incorporate more merchandise. We're going to do small 15-day campaigns of fundraising. So we started off small. I think we have 12 days left for this one. And
Mhm.
our goal was to sell 35. I don't know how. I know we sold a few. I don't know how many we sold. Also, you can check out our business page on Facebook, Meeting of the Minds of South Florida. Please go there, like, and follow. And then you can also go over to our Instagram page, Meeting of the Minds. I think it's South Florida _ LLC. So
Right.
just go over there, like, subscribe. It's no obligations. As I continue to find information on resources in the community, I will let you know. And I forgot. For those of you that are in certain area codes, SBA, if you didn't get the whole 10,000, don't quote me, but this is what I'm understanding. They will contact, for those of you that did the SBA loan, they will contact you by an email. You fill out some information, you put in your zip code. If you qualify and you only got, say for instance, you got 2,000 of 10. From my understanding, don't quote me, but this is my understanding from someone that has been dealing with it. They're going to give you the additional remainder of the $10,000. So, look out for your email. It has to come from SBA, so don't let nobody duke you. Be very careful. If you want to call them, you can find out if you were one of the ones that did the what is it, EIDL or EDL,
Yeah.
whatever. Because
Yeah.
I could never get my initials right. But for those of you, look out for your email if you want to call and inquire. There are also on the SBA website what I learned for business owners. Sorry. Sorry about that. What I've also learned for business is, you can tell I went over. Forgive me. Um, Based on what type of business you have some companies. Like, I'm just gonna give you an example. We do mental health. You have some companies that will give you money on the SBA website to support mental health or whatever your business is. So just check it out. $2,000 towards your business, $1,000.
It goes a long way.
It helps.
And I would also tell you one word advice: when you get your business, have a pitch. 30 seconds to 60 seconds. So when somebody comes to you, they approach you, you got a 30-60-second pitch and you're good to go. Research, get knowledge about your business, know your product, know your competition. A lot of times we go in areas we don't know our competition. No, and figure out a niche. Figure out your niche, get plugged in, know your crowd, know your audience, and plug Instagram,
Hi,
Facebook,
Trinae.
social
I
media,
will
huge.
contact you because right now the website is under construction and we didn't have a link for donations. But I will contact you personally because if you make a donation, I want to have a record of it, whether it's check, I don't want cash. I don't want cash out. I want to be able to record it and also send whoever donates anything a thank you. Hi, Peaceful Spirit Buffy. We were talking about Paul Kendrick in the Bajas that have the good barbecue. Hi, Auntie Elsie. Hey, Sandra. I have a little different setup, so now I'm able to recognize people and respond to people when they're on here. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Rosalind, don't forget to inbox me your information. Trinae, I will get in touch with you. Everybody that joined us tonight, thank you. And thank you for letting me share my journey my recovery journey to wellness. As you know, I get winded.
All right.
I started coughing, but after the show, I will steam and I will relax and have some hot tea. So I want to thank everybody that joined us. If you know a local business owner, please, you could hit me up. My cell phone, like I tell everybody, I answer what? Likely scam? I answer anybody. If you're not the right person, I just hang up. But if anybody wanted to get in touch with me, my phone number is 305-331-9467. On my website, it has our emails address that you can get in touch with Chris or myself. And I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for letting me share my journey for sensory purpose. I will not mention any terms, but thank you for letting me share my journey of recovery to wellness. Normally I was skeptical about it. Chris was like, I don't know, but then I had some people telling me why I should do it. So, Google the things that I said, go back and watch what I recommended for the steaming. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for everybody that has already purchased merchandise from us. And please check out some of the different businesses that I've mentioned. That most of us on here are classmates for the most part, or we grew up in the same area. So thank you, everybody. Chris and I want to say good night. And next week, I think Chris is what? Somebody financial?
Sherwin Riley's coming on for Let's Win Financial, just to talk about budgeting, finance, all the little niche stuff we can do to try to build ourselves up.
Maybe we need to ask if you guys want to when I do things, you don't have to come back and watch. But thank you for watching.
Thanks for being
so maybe we want to ask him business questions, like good business tips.
Shoot
him a text tomorrow. Tell him some of the questions we're going to ask him about business tips. The
nonprofit
on getting free money, if he can kind of research that, or if he knows, and then we'll share it with you guys. So I want to say good night. Thank you for joining, Chris and I. Thank you for letting me share my story. My process is coming along very well. My energy level, I get spurts of energy and then they're down, but because I'm documented and I'm okay, Chris and I will be back in we'll be back in the radio station when March the 4th on excitementradio.com. We stream live. I will continue to stream the way I did tonight, even though we're going to be at the radio station and streaming from the radio station side. I always stream this way for the people that know me or that's on social media with me so they can get to see it as well. So I want to say good night. Everybody have a peaceful night. Enjoy yourself. And please, normally I have a positive, quote for the end of the night, but I said it in the middle. Please help one person. Our motto one is to help many. And the reason why I say that, because if we help one person, we're helping their family around them. So please be mindful, be kind. You never know what's going up in a person's mind at the time. I see people on Facebook that saying they want to give up. I send them hotline numbers. I send them prayers, and I also pray for them. Because I don't know their story, but I could only imagine what somebody is going to. So be just mindful as people. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next week. Love you guys.
Stay healthy.